What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, January 12th, 2020. It's no secret I've been accumulating Bitcoin and Litecoin for years now, and I haven't really focused too much on altcoins, right? I really haven't. And I've really been thinking about the opportunity that is there that I should get a little bit more aggressive in terms of my approach. I've accumulated enough Bitcoin that I'm really happy with my position, but if we get these all-time highs, if we get that bull market run, I don't really want to touch that much of my Bitcoin, right? So I want to be in a position where I can actually start leveraging altcoins where I don't have to touch as much Bitcoin. So that really depends on my approach moving forward, how that plays out, and timing as well. But I want to talk about altcoins in this video. So it's no secret, if you follow me on Twitter yesterday, I said I just bought some Digibyte. So I did. I just bought some Digibyte. I'm going to talk about why. Before I do, for context, I was talking to Rob D on Twitter about Dash. I didn't buy Dash. I was telling him I really kind of missed the boat on Dash a few weeks ago, but who really knew that would be a great buy at the end of December, and you're looking at pretty much 50% plus gains in the last few weeks. Right now, my eye is on Dash, but I'm not in a position where I'm too comfortable with these charts to get in right now. This could keep going, and I might really miss the boat, but I'm not comfortable with the charts. I'm going to talk about why, but I'm laying that context because there are some altcoins I am comfortable with. Digibyte is one. So I tweeted yesterday, I bought some Digibyte, just letting people know, I want to let my followers know when I'm doing something different, I guess, and also get their opinion and your opinion. It means a lot to me. But looking at the Digibyte BTC chart, and it's a little different than the USD chart, but for context, this is just a great chart to look at. I love when certain altcoins just fizzle out. And I love when it happens while a lot of other altcoins are doing something big. Now, a lot of people might interpret that as, oh, well, I guess, Digibyte in this case it's done. It's a done project. It's not going anywhere. But I don't. I absolutely view it as a high risk, high reward play, but these markets tend to do this type of thing. You have altcoins moving and Bitcoin's not moving. You'll have a bunch of altcoins moving and then there's one altcoin that just waits 2 months to move, right? And so in Digibyte's case, I think this is the case. And this isn't the first time this has happened where Digibyte fizzles out and everybody gives up on it. And that's the moment, I think, when it's high risk, but it's the best time to accumulate. It's so cheap and the upside potential is enormous. So just looking at the Digibyte chart here, obviously everybody's saying Digibyte's fizzled out, whatever they're saying. A big downside is the low liquidity, but that can be something that changes very quickly. Now, if you just look at the chart from a very simple perspective, 4,400%, give or take, from all-time high, right, on the BTC pair. That was in spring of 2017. Interestingly enough, we're going on 3 years now before that move. So this is one of those cases where the USD chart will obviously look different. But you can see right now Digibyte just in a really perfect area if you have that risk tolerance for an altcoin that has huge potential to the upside, but you just don't know exactly when. That's why I started buying Digibyte. I think going into 2020, 2021, this could take a while, but I think now is a great time to start buying some of these altcoins to be prepared, because right now, a lot of people start buying in these areas, right? And these areas, and even these areas. And those are just not the most opportune times to buy. You want to buy when everybody is doubting. Digibyte is in that position. I also just tweeted like 20 minutes ago, BAT, Basic Attention Token, I just bought. This is something that's been on my radar. Everything I talk about on this YouTube channel is pretty much, technical analysis related. And this is too. But I feel like the Brave browser has a lot of use case and a lot of people are liking it and it's growing from my perspective and from what I've been seeing. But not only that, I think it's cool. The charts they don't look terrible to me, right? So if I'm going to start thinking about purchasing and accumulating altcoins, this chart doesn't look terrible. So opposed to Dash, which we looked at in the last few weeks, that was up like 50+%, basic attention tokens up like 10% or so. So there's still a lot of upside that remains to be seen, the potential for upside, right? And so it's a nice area in terms of this historical chart. We have kind of this symmetrical triangle. We're in the middle of it. It's still a high risk play, but this is how I approach purchasing, cryptocurrencies in these positions, especially when it's like right in the middle and there's kind of some unknown to it. There's two things really that I simply look at. I question the downside, right? That is what's the worst that could probably happen in the shorter term? I question that and I make a reality in my mind. So I just bought basic attention token and I said to myself, okay, if it goes down 36% for a higher low to touch the bottom of this trend line, then am I comfortable with what I'm buying right now? My answer is yes. I bought an amount that I'm comfortable with. If that happened, that I will buy more down here at a higher level. I will buy more than I bought today. So that's one of my approaches. And then the other simple approach is, what's the momentum like? Now that we are kind of in the middle of this trading pattern, what is the momentum like? Well, the stock RSI is very close to oversold, potentially with a little bit of a beginning of a turnaround for potential continuation, right? So on the stock RSI on the weekly chart, it doesn't look terrible, and we could be getting a next uptick in the next few weeks. And there seems to be a lot of upside for me. You can see we've bottomed out on the RSI right around 35, and in the worst case scenario, in my opinion, maybe we get a dip 30+% to the downside, and we're coming back down a little. But again, that would be another high accumulation area for me to add to this position. Remember, I'm not doing this for like the next week. I'm not trading this in the next week or so. This is like going into 2020, 2021. I'm starting to accumulate altcoins because I want to have a heavy portfolio of altcoins that I can just get rid of. Yes, trade into USD and do things that I want to do. Invest in real estate, get ready to grow my family. Things like that. Everybody, I like cryptocurrency, but I'm also here to make some USD gains, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and just say I'm like, I put all my USD and I keep it in cryptocurrency. That's not realistic. That's not what I'm doing. And I really don't think that's what anybody does, to be honest. I'm also looking at NEO. Shout out to Poseidon Lou, who brought it to my attention earlier today. Again, I haven't been doing a ton of research until lately, so it helps to talk to some of these people in crypto that I've gotten to know, like Rob and Poseidon Lou. And right now, you look at NEO, it's on my radar screen for simple reasons. The simplest reason is this. Look at NEO all-time high in the bull run high, like around $200, currently trading at 10. It was trading at 5. That would have been an awesome accumulation area. Obviously, my focus was pretty much on Bitcoin and Litecoin, which is perfectly fine, and that's good. Price range wise, from that swing low, the bear market low, it is currently up around 94%, right? Now, but keep in mind, in terms of if we get this colossal bull run in the next year or two that everybody's anticipating, if this hits all-time highs again, we're over 1,500% gains. And if it breaks all-time highs, we could very quickly and easily be over 2,000% gains. So for me, from an altcoin perspective, even from a chart perspective, as this puts in higher lows from the bear market low, you can do a very quick, charting of this. This looks like another altcoin that is worth accumulating. They're also, it just seems like a lot of people are interested in the project, which I think is important when you're doing things like this. You don't want to get like a cryptocurrency that's like 100 on CoinMarketCap and with low volume. So I'm focusing on these cryptocurrencies that seem to have, pretty decent volume and a lot of interest and a good community behind them. So going back to Dash, we'll finish here. So here's the thing with Dash. This is just one of those things, I'm not trying to get into altcoins when they're, 60% gains in the last couple weeks, right? In this case, literally like 70% gains in the last 3 weeks. Could it keep going? And could this end up being 200% gains? Yeah, and I'll miss the boat again, but it's just, I'm not comfortable with it. I'd be more comfortable, and my eye is on this. I think I told Rob when we were talking, my eye is on like a pullback for Dash, right? Maybe it's now. Maybe we get a 20-30% pullback. We put in a higher low from this previous swing low. If we start seeing support there, maybe at a Fibonacci range, right? So from Fibonacci retracement standpoint, we'd be looking at this, something like this, right? 30% to the downside to the 786. We start seeing support at 45, trading sideways. I'll buy some Dash. I'll feel way more comfortable. That might not happen. Maybe we have a scenario where it continues to the 50-week moving average right here around $97, and then we get a bounce down, and then we're putting in a higher low. Then I'll buy some Dash, right? That's my approach to Dash right now, but I am watching it. I wasn't one of the ones that bought a few weeks ago. Would have been an awesome buy. And I know a lot of people have been watching Dash for a while. So if you've been holding Dash for a while, congrats on the gains. It's pretty cool to see. And those are it. Those are the 4 cryptocurrencies, the 4 altcoins I'm watching. Obviously, Litecoin, I hold Litecoin already. There's a lot to be said in terms of timing of the markets right now and when the altcoins might get some type of really nice bull run. We're not there yet, in my opinion. I don't think this is alt season. Yes, something like Dash is up 70% in the last few weeks. This is not alt season, in my opinion. I wanted to share this. Let me know your thoughts. Do you want to hear more about altcoins on this channel as I'm starting to look into these? What are your thoughts on altcoins? What altcoins do you like? I would just really love to hear your opinion. I appreciate you. If you're here and not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on your way out. It means a lot to me. And I once again appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and God bless.